Huh? Ah! Well, hello. Who are you? Well, I am Hercules. Well, good to meet you, Hercules. I'm I'm Rainbow Bright, and I'm Twink. Good to meet you both, Rainbow Bright and Twink. So, what do you do? Well, I'm in I'm in I'm in setup to oversee the cast, the beauty, the brightness, and the light in the world. You know, well, that's why they call me Rainbow Bright. But that wasn't but in the beginning, my name was Wisp. Before I took on the name of Rainbow Bright, it's more of a rank than would say a name. And Heracles, I know all about you. You know, some folks say that you're the son of God, a son of Zeus. Well, yes, a lot of folks do say that. And I am an over good doer, and I fight for good and bring, right to where there is no right, you know. Well, I mean, didn't you have a Farseer show? I mean, I did have a Farseer show that ran from 9 between 95 YL till 9 between 99 YL, though. Which would now make that be 30 years ago that my Farseer show was broadcasted, you know. And at the time, it only had a deal with WB and, you know, and some UPNs and WGNs, and then USA and then Sci-Fi, and that was mostly it. Then there was Hero and Icons, or whatever the English word for that would have been, Good Doers and whatever, and that was mostly it, except for the streaming, which I don't really have so many deals for. Well, it's an on-look to meet you, Heracles. But why do a lot of folks call you Hercules? Since Hercules is most likely the Latinist borrowed name, and Heracles is the Hellenish borrowed name. I don't really know why folks call me by my Latinist borrowed name instead of by my Hellenish borrowed name. I don't know why. I don't really understand that. Well, Twink says, I mean, you do have you do have overman's over might, or overman strength, making you stronger than most men and neebies, most women out there. Yes, I do. I do. Well, anyway, the way I want to look at this is though I'm here, bringing, cast and beauty to the earth because, as you know, winter's on its way out, at least for the northern half of the world. For the east side of the world, winter's going to be coming. So, yeah. So I got to get spring ready, at least get everything ready for God to make spring in this side of the world when God makes winter on the other side of the world. There's so many folks out there, say that no one knows about. That rainbow strap you got there. How did you go by getting that? Well, that was entrusted to me by God Almighty and Jesus the Son after I came to Rainbow Land and after I befriended Twink here. Yeah, after I freed Starlight and freed the rest of the cast kids. And then had to go through all kinds of binds, like, having all kinds of wild beings run after us, having a bridge fall in on us, be almost drowned in some waterway, dealing with Merkwell, Dismo, and Lurky because they're the ones that set that one up. Oh, yeah. And don't forget about being in a hollow. Don't forget how we got, and how we seek the baby and we were in a hollow and Merkwell, Dismal, and Lurky came after us again, another toll. And how you freed all the other cast kids and how we had to fight a two-headed lindworm for one, and we had to fight a ugly bird for the other. And then don't forget about how you fought the King of Shadows. Yeah, Twink. I did seek a baby. We did have to get out of a hollow because Merkwell, Dismal, and Lurky came after her toll. I did free Red Butler. We did go on to free Shy Violet. We had to, save Canary Yellow from a two-headed lindworm. We did have to help Patio Green, help her get away from a fight off an ugly bird to help her. And as far as Buddy Blue went, and as far as Lila Orange went, and Indigo, they had been taken by Merkwell, Dismal, and Lurky. And then I had to go in the dark, I had to fight the King of Shadows himself, not knowing the Sword of Light was the baby, which was God, which helped me beat the King of Shadows, and then entrusted me to be Rainbow Brite and oversee bring the cast and beauty and brightness and light to all worlds. Yeah, Twink said. Wisp here, or Rainbow here, is truly bold and fearless, I mean, a lot of folks don't know that about her, that she ended up doing all of that, And Hercules, that sometimes it's hard to be bold. It's hard to be fearless. It's hard to not be frightened, not be scared when you have to do something. Yeah, you're right, Twink. You are right, Rainbow. Sometimes it is not smooth to be bold or fearless. Sometimes it is not smooth to be frightened or scared. But we should not let that fear stop us from living our lives or doing what needs to be done. So, yeah, that was quite a lot that you went through. Well, I gotta get going now. It was good meeting you, Hercules. It was good meeting you too, Rainbow Brite. You too, Twink.